The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself.
That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two?
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the Doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this Doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the Doctor being weird is actually normal.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation. Ah, I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person. Committed to memory.
Our bond is strong. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Rain cutter.
This isn't good.
Grow.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
This may hurt a little.
Out of my way! Stand with me! Rain my sword! Rain outline. Our bond is strong.
Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
Through me, justice is served. You can't run from death.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Everyone hold hands.
Stand with me! Huh? No, my sword!
Through.
Rain outlines your...
Let's begin.
I see everything.
Rain cutter!
Yes. Surrender and come at me.
Make yourselves a room. Everyone hold hands.
Dissipate! I'll settle this! Witness the power of Gugwa! Huh?
Miscalculated.
No, my sword!
This may pretty little.
Surrender. Nowhere to run.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst.
Oh no, what should we do?
Are you nervous?
If you really want to know, Of course Paimon's...
Yes, I am. I feel not just nervous, curious about her fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, and if it's a form of knowledge, however, only fate is about that which has yet to occur. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things. And now, at long last, I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side.
So that's what you...
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura!
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant... How much effort and resources did... From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement.
You sure are something! Dishing out compliments and...
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every Gnosis brought forth, and can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation.
Nihito wouldn't feel the same...
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation?
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate. All those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate. This is a first. Encountering a god in this... No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god. Churn!
committed to memory, sharing my knowledge.
Our bond is strong. Let me leave you a verse. Rain, outline.
Judgment is upon us. Your penance is due! Kill them!
I see everything.
Tremble! Burn to oblivion! Nowhere to run! Kneel!
Dissipate. Not good.
Death! A new cycle begins.
Everyone hold hands.
Our bond is strong.
Reality is pain!
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Lure.
1,000 eons, mine to dominate. Burn to oblivion!
The Temple of Wisdom! Everyone hold hands!
Kneel!
Rain Cutter! Huh?
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Reality is
I see
pain.
everything!
Good riddance, cruel world.
No, my sword! Yeah. Stand with me!
Grow, grow, grow!
Futile.
Hey!
Out of my way!
Your new god awakens!
That's my time come.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Our bond is strong!
Kneel!
Well played. Nowhere to run.
Let's leave her alone.
Stand with me! Witness the power of Guhua! Body and mind.
I see everything!
Reality
No, my sword!
is pain!
Surrender.
Everyone hold hands!
Humans. Filthy humans.
Please!
Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Huh. This sure seems very different.
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the Forbidden knowledge? Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausted. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then...
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of... I'm just... sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terror? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for... Yes, her words were distorted by but now, we can cross the and then... We'll let each of us need to be... Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must... Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes...
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Futile!
Let me weave you a verse.
Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty! You stay condemned!
Committed to memory!
Stand with me! Witness the power of Guwa! Huh?
I see everything.
Surrender! Judgment is upon you. Their penance is due!
Look! The boiling sigil has appeared in the sky!
Our bond is strong! Rain outlines your...
Futile!
Hey! Make yourselves at home.
Stand with me! What a humiliation! Let me read you a verse. Know my sword! Rain outlines your face.
Surrender!
Let's try and turn a little.
Through me, justice is served! You stand condemned!
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Our bond is strong!
We changed direction. Are we
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of... We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still...
Huh? But everything's been
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions.
Are you saying you've never met...
No, it seems that otherwise. I think she would have given...
Hey! You've done a great... So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're... of the same nature.
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the... Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably... Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead, but you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I...
Though we share the same nature, our fates are when a branch grows into a mature tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even great... I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And along with the blessings from... Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower...
Come to think of it, the sages never had the...
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Arcane always... It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul...
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me?
Ah, I see. Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important... I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, and there's no way for me to eliminate myself, it would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only...
People love you so much and they've missed... How can we just... Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that...
But this...
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights... These are the words in their entirety. Let the world come... We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power, then we removed the remaining pollution from Merman's soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there?
Huh? That sound... Traveler!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do...
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving. Observation is the first step of any experiment. But observing... So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance.
Good. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment.
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of...
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tide... For example, the... Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our...
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting...
After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over... Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been... Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your... Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't he...
Price? Interesting. What price would you have?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. what you request of me. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort. Yes, how very interesting. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how—
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone, besides with my abilities? It's only a matter of time. But what I'd like to know is—
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end?
Wait,
I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha. There won't be any further gap.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Another chess piece. And where is your—
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom—
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth. Once I finish telling you about this, with negotiations, we've all gotten what—
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Together! Okay. Wake her up. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even time... on, Traveler.
Girl must...
Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yep. I prepared some breakfast today. Well, now that I've recovered and Paimon bets they're all Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night. Nope. Paimon wanted to... Oh, it's... As heroes of Sumeru. Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Everyone's aware of your... Anyway, let's go... Oh, before...
Nowhere to run!
Hangari!
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hard.
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting.
Then you probably...
Celebration feast?
Huh?
Hmm.
Come to think, you and Kale are both...
Kale has taken over... You see, some...
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages...
Huh?
Yes, Lesser Lord Kusanali in her boundless mercy has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly they were ashamed of their shallow when they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali... As a result, work has increased.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission.
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right? Hey, Nilu! Traveler, Paimon! We got your letters, so here we are! You're the best! The other guests haven't even replied yet. Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dance as having good taste, because Paimon thinks...
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute Master Zubair.
Nonsense. But in...
Ooh, good idea.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand... Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help if for some reason they didn't receive the letters? Yeah, we can also check out how As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Ramon's work. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please... Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Futile!
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that... Hey there! Have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has got... But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking...
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for God.
No way! Where's...
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Nowhere to run!
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless...
This is not just some...
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside.
Oh? You sound surprised.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well...
Huh?
Oh, don't sound...
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. You're
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of...
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new look? And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia.
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilou.
Letter?
Nilou said she sent...
If she addressed the letter to... I've been...
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several...
Kainari told...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order...
Yeah, you're right. Huh.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed... It's said that when the numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded, only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage...
Huh? But... why? Can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs with and the first thing I'll do is...
By the way, who was that other person just...
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why...
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharwar scholars. Which is exactly...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the act...
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner...
Alright, I'll see you there.
Futile!
I trust you.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dunyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it. That's right. My lady is feeling better.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to...
Resignation?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a...
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I'd already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a...
Huh?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan, I guess life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru, and as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them?
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the...
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me?
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably...
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually... Because you're super...
The Matra... In fact, I chose this...
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second! You make it sound like you're leaving now!
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been...
Oh, did Nilou...
She heard that you were seeing him...
Huh. It was probably sent to the... My lady has been...
Right, and we tend to leave quite early.
So what it really...
I bet the letter's at the...
No wonder there wasn't a reply.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilou to
Yes! She's...
Great! I'll be...
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilou, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything...
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget!
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us...
Oh, by the way...
The General Mahamatra always...
Oh.
But last time... As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he... Don't mention it. You'd better get going.
Alright, on to our next stop!
Surrender!
It's been a while since we last visited our... Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tighnari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tighnari...
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
You're welcome. Tighnari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive.
But why are you just...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh!
I've already talked with, but you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into...
Roman!
Oh, you...
Oh, well...
Don't worry, these are our friends.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has...
Oh, tell us everything!
Yeah, you go...
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying... I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up. I will no longer pursue... I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here.
Wow! So you want to...
Sataria will be... She can't teach everyone.
Yes, it's my hope that is the true meaning of...
The people of King the stars have always...
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming?
You deserve...
Sataria's idea will bring much good...
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that, as you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permit. My plan was able to go smooth.
You're all doing so...
Aside from that, I also...
Lesser Lord Kusanali has I applied for a few batches of educational material.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get...
Apart from this, we must be persistent about this.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to
No, not at all. Neela wanted to write. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as although...
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tighnari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast...
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have...
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for the message. I'm sorry for you and the art. Please keep dancing.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete.
Got it.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebrations go. Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some.
I propose that the last one who.
Nah, there won't be any.
Oh, really? Well,
Come join us over here. Let's share some.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow. Whoa, it's so delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Everyone that came said that you...
Feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. And I'm happy to meet everyone that...
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really...
we owe it to our abilities. And
really?
That's how I remember.
It's luck that, moreover,
Yeah, it was almost everyone played their part. So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a blessing that
Yes, even after being a... Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great... This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
no, everything.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face?
Even if those two giants of those sages really... If you bite the hand that feeds...
Perhaps I shouldn't.
You could simply tell.
I respect our deity. While we're on this topic.
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a.
Not.
Why? Because...
Could you...
But seriously, though.
I did have my own motive, but if the rules of our nation.
By that, you mean you're...
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the
It's reason enough.
You've certainly...
You flatter.
All right, then.
That's right.
Will you be happy?
It's not about being.
Even so.
Thank you.
Ah, there you... Well, how is it? It's the first time I've ever... You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of... I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively. No, the Grand Bazaar is that happiness. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
My lady,
Yes, I also tried some... What an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is...
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, less of that polite...
Nowhere to run!
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often have a lot to handle these days.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here? Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up, of course. Just...
It's me. Hear me blink. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with. Please say thank you to everyone for... oh. But what if I... okay. Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora of... everyone.
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food.
It's me.
Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you... Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Even if that meant placing your own safety in peril, and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia. Without you, without any of you, had you not helped me to resolve the crime, people refer to you. Please, allow me to...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious.
This is how the relationship...
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon. The same. All right, since you're awake now, she should be in the.
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water.
So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know? Are you sure?
Huh?
While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository?
This is true in your case. However, there must be something different about your brother.
What?
There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to...
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip?
According to the records I was able to... After the Conrad disaster, he began his... But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion...
What do you mean, Fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately... And whoever it is, if they can do that...
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was...
What's a descender?
Look, a very traveler. You.
Huh?
That's right. As for the... And yet, there are many questions in my heart as well. And soon, I'm very... If fate is the...
Paimon, sure.
The pleasure is... Alright.
Hello, traveler. Have you ever heard of a moment of dreams?
Oh, that's...
Dreams have become quite... The same goes for me.
Oh, right.
Yes, we organize, and thus our event...
So, it...
You could say that.
Yeah, but to what? Wait, but if there are...
Oh, really? So you mean... You've already seen many dreams?
But...
No. We need Please allow me to address you two as...
Oh, X?
Now you seem Rest assured.
Wow. Sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. Why aren't you saying anything? All right, hurry up. Do you know what's the most important part of being an expert?
Well, I suppose it must be accumulating knowledge and sharing your experiences?
Nope! It's all about the title! From now on, Paimon will be known as... Paimon!